Halloween is here. Almost. Halloween is almost here. It's about, like, it's over halfway to Halloween. I have a lot of lore around Halloween. But that's just a theory though. For the past 2 years, I've been recording every single day. I've been scare acting in haunted houses. And I'm very proud of it all. Very. But it's a lot. Like a lot. So to celebrate Halloween being the next big holiday, I'm going to do the ultimate retrospective. Do you guys like my shark socks, by the way? Can you guys see them? I have 2 different pairs, but I couldn't find the second halves of both pairs. This one's on the bottom, which I think is a little impractical when you're showing it off, but like here's the eye right here. Don't look at my ass. And then like the mouth. In today's video, I'm going over every single video I made in my 2nd season scare acting. Nicole, why not the 1st season? Yeah, do them in order! No. I'm lazy. I don't remember as much from the 1st season, so it's gonna require me to think harder. I really don't like thinking. We're just gonna do it. So let's get spooky! The 1st season I jumped straight into it because I was confused and scared and just trying to figure stuff out. But this year I wanted a prelude, but I am known to take decades editing videos. Why was the last video of the normal season uploaded in December? Why was the December special uploaded late February? That's not very holly jolly, perfectionist ass. So the pre-season series was not as long or extensive as I really wanted it to be, just for time management's sake. But I did try starting off the series with the editing I wanted to keep up for the whole season. I tried. Would you believe me if I told you I wanted to keep up this high of a standard of editing for the entire series? You uploaded a Halloween special in December! Yeah, it didn't happen. No way. I gave it a good shot though. The first 3 minutes of this video were devoted to one of our training sessions, and I was proud of how I filmed it. Also, I used some of that footage to edit a TikTok for the Dungeon of Doom that's now sitting at over 3 million views. Just so you all know, I made that, I edited it, and I'm a god, a queen, a goddess. I didn't do that anymore for the rest of the season because I got really overwhelmed with editing my videos. More than I think editing other people's videos and my videos would be fine. Time management is an issue for me. We're all aware of that. And basically the whole rest of those 2 preseason videos were devoted to making my character deviant. Deviant. The costume I created was a little bit of a deviance from what I had in mind originally. Let me tell you guys, I would never make it as a furry because the fur on these deer legs made me want to quit every 5 minutes. I had a horrible time trying to figure out that gosh dang fur. And you know, maybe I should have quit because the end result was fine. I really liked it at the time. I thought it looked good. But as the season went on and more people were like, what the hell are those? What the heck is that? What are you, what is that? What is that? Like some stuffed animal looking feet fur thing? Why you got those big fur shoes on? What'd that look like? Funky looking ass walking around in those giant deer legs? Yeah, they didn't really translate super well. They were big and clunky. And originally I made it on purpose to be big and clunky because I liked that kind of cartoonish style. And I thought it would be easier to see in the dark. But it actually made them more confusing in the dark. And I didn't end up liking them that much, so I barely used them throughout the entire season. But you know, I gave it a good effort. And I wore them sometimes, and some people liked them. But there was something I was also extremely interested in doing this season that I thought the legs would hinder me from doing. And it turns out I actually did start doing that thing that I really wanted to do, but I'm not actually gonna tell you guys what the thing is that I really wanted to do because I want to preserve more of the season. They didn't know. You don't get to know either. Oh, and this was also the first time I tried out colored contacts, which I don't have an unhealthy obsession with now. That was not the prelude to a crippling addiction. None of my colored contacts are prescription, even though I need prescription contacts. I just deal with the headache, because I'm a masochist! I am back at Dungeon of Doom this opening night. It's been a year.
I'm on your breaker.
I've waited so long for this.
No! Hell no!
And immediately I'm thrown into something I'm very unfamiliar with. Breaking! Breaker! Break it down. Break a law. Break a sweat! Break a leg, you spooky bitch! This was officially my first time being a breaker. I was technically a breaker during Blackout, but that like wasn't official. They just kind of threw me into it. This was the official breaker thing. Hey Nicole, what's a breaker? DoD has 10 breakers. Except this year, we're not actually, because things are gonna like change a lot management-wise, and I can't really say anything about it. I know about it, but you guys don't get to know about it. Why? More suspense! I will get in trouble if I say anything. So we're not gonna say anything about this new season. But last season, we had 10 breakers. And breakers are essentially people or actors who are in charge of a certain section of the haunt and a certain amount of actors in that section. We roam that section, and then we also go to each actor and put them on a 10-minute break while we act in their spot instead. And that whole thing made me anxious! Having not acted for a literal year, I was too worried about, you know, actually acting the opening night. Even though I'm already worried about... I gotta stop doing this. Even though I'm already worried about acting, I also gotta tack on the whole management thing to worry about too. I've worn this shirt for the past 3 videos. The whole 2 hours before opening, I was anxious. I was doing everything very anxiously. Probably not as anxiously as the girl I trained on rails.
Hi guys! Sorry I'm late. Makeup took forever.
Do you know how to do this?
I do.
Can you teach me a little bit? Because I don't.
I've had my fair share. Make sure you put your foot against the wall. Make sure you stay on that.
Whee! Fun! Rails are back! I know you guys like the rails. You made it very obvious. Yeah, she was there for one night and then never again. What can I say? Some people just aren't built for that monkey swinging wall gene. God damn it. Monkey swinging, wall sprinting gene. Monkey swinging, wall sprinting gene. Why did I write this? Some people just aren't cut out for that monkey. Some people just don't have that monkey swinging wall. Almost. What can I say? Some people just don't have that monkey swinging wall running gene in them. This night went generally smooth. It was just like 3.5 hours. Opening night, obviously slow. Not many people are going to be around. And also, this was the first time I strapped a camera onto my chest. Wrong! Sorry, the first time I strapped a small camera onto my chest. And, like half the video is unseeable. Oops, camera settings, me. But I'm used to overcompensating for my looks, so, you know, I just slapped on some funky subtitles over that void of darkness that is my soul, I mean my camera.
You've been ignoring the doctor's calls! I came and found you! Assistant! Watch your eyeballs! She likes taking them out! She's a looker!
And yeah, pretty uneventful night, honestly. If you ever want to get my attention while I'm at the haunt, come opening weekend, because that's the weekend that I have not yet decided to divulge myself in absolutely destroying my body and brain and mind by working an absolutely rigorous sleep-depriving schedule for the whole haunt season. Anyway! Tonight was full deviant mode. Deviant the character, not being a deviant. Even though I sure am a mess. I was working Mercy Q this night, aka the halfway point of our haunt leading into the hospital section. That was the main thing I did the previous year. Very chaotically. But now, I've got a 4'9".
That's a lie. I don't know her height. It's probably definitely not that.
Baritone drill sergeant doctor here with me. Get over here.
Oh, work it.
But more on that later. This was also the first night I was showing off the deer legs to the majority of people who do not follow my YouTube videos and had not already seen it.
Lots of Valentine's Day for me because I wasn't technically pregnant.
Alicia! Hey! I want to show you the legs. Oh, shit. I made them out of pool noodles and duct tape.
No shit.
Yeah.
It was good. It was fun. Until it wasn't.
So proud of everyone's here. Guys, they're not going to be here for another like 20 minutes.
It's like, I would be waiting a long time for somebody to get to my area. I'm near the end.
Awesome, okay.
What is this?
Deer legs.
she proceeded to tell me my hooves did not, in fact, look like hooves. And if I didn't want people out then, I wanted them out now.
I was getting pissed off.
Yeah, it turns out after everything I did, I was a little sensitive about the legs being criticized. Thunder thighs are not a crime! It is, however, a big crime that you still do not understand how to use your camera. A YouTuber who still does not know how to use the tubes in her camera controlling all the settings. Pathetic! Yeah, most of the footage of me roaming the queue line was still completely black. So, of course, I initiated my super, in no way, annoying subtitles!
How'd you get here? How'd you come into the woods? I drove. You drove?
She drove.
You drove? How could you drive? You're sick. No sick people should be driving. Just so you know, huh? I love your shoes. You love my shoes? Yeah. Thank you. They're deer hooves. I stuck them on me. I can get you rabbit legs if you want. Yeah. You're able to jump 10 times higher, yeah? Yeah. Just so you know, though, psych patients like pretty girls, so make sure they don't grab your hair, okay?
If they touch me, I'm so
If they touch you, yeah. Maybe don't punch them. Hiss. Hiss.
Can I bark in the
You bark. Bark, pig. Yeah. I like them.
This will also be the last time I'm putting this kind of effort into subtitles because it turns out when you are already a slow editor, having a ton of subtitles in the entire video, which can last about 20 plus minutes, does not speed up the process at all. Also, Alicia gave me my absolute favorite makeup I've ever had for both years, and it had such a chokehold on me that it affected how I did my makeup for Deadlock the next year. That was pretty fun. Everything went wrong. Everything. Not in the I'm literally dying kind of wrong, but in the something goes wrong every 5 minutes to where I don't think it's a coincidence anymore. You got it out for me? God! It was not a coincidence how everything went wrong in just chronological order this night. It was kind of insane. I honestly don't really want to spoil this night, so I'm not going to talk too much about it because you really have to just watch my slow descent into madness as I realize everything is going wrong back to back to back and I think the world's out to get me. It's really funny. But let me just set the stage for my second ever night being in this breaker managerial role. First off, I did not like my makeup that night. Not the MUA's fault, by the way. That was my fault. I give artists like full range of what they can do to my face. I did not care at all that year. One of my actors felt sick, so I moved her. Then she felt sick again. Then I told her to suck it up. Respectfully. I can smell bullshit from 10 miles away. Two of my actors had just disappeared somewhere. And we didn't end up finding either of them. So I got a random dude from the industrial section of the haunt who for some reason was a little bit too into dead things. Only my board people are in here. They're not in here. Where are they? Neither of them are in here.
You're going to be in Mercy General Hospital now. I had a couple call outs for my spots, so you get to be hanging around in there. You're going to be in the place where dead people are stored. Perfect.
And that was only like 30 minutes, the very start of the day, so then I started my first round of breaks. Psych patient, does whatever the exorcist can, except puke. I don't like that. And of course, no one told me that chapel was broken.
Moving on to chapel, which if you remember from last time I was a breaker is where you press a button to activate screaming and strobes and pop out of a door. With screaming and strobe lights.
Time for surgery! Oh, time for surgery! I'm so excited to have you. Ready for surgery. Oh shit, it's unplugged.
She said it doesn't work.
All the wires. What the fuck? How many issues are we gonna have tonight? Why didn't she tell me?
Yeah, I ran around, got John to fix it. He's the one you check all your problems onto. Went back, smelled smoke. That was not of the weed variety. That wouldn't really bother me after all I've smelled. Learned a wall was on fire.
Also bad in here. Hey, is everything okay in here? Where'd you go? Oh, there you are. Is everything okay in here? It smells like something's burning.
It smells like gas.
It smells like gas in here. You smell that?
I don't know where it's coming from.
It's like, yeah, it's right over here. There's something smoking.
Right there.
Where? Oh, shit. Hey, we saw... Oh.
Didn't get to see it though. Damn. and finally continued onwards with my night with almost no other issues. Woo! You ever had a cavity? Do you know what it takes to get that cavity taken care of? A sugar cutback? Avoid the dentist? No, you get filler! This was a filler episode. I made this video mainly because I decided that this season I would have every single night be its own episode because the amount of editing I had to do to make a whole weekend one cohesive story was kind of appalling and scared me so much it took me longer to edit than just editing them all as separate episodes, if that makes any sense. And you know, this night wasn't horribly filler-esque. It was the first night we had a ton of conga lines for the entire night, which was concerning, considering it was only the third night we were open and we had that bad of conga lines. And it was actually the last night I'd be in Mercy Q, which I was not aware of.
Where's Blueberry? Huh? Where's Blueberry? Where's Blueberry? Blueberry's right here! Be shy. Okay. Is that Blueberry? Is this Blueberry? Yeah, this is Blueberry!
Fuck, it's already conga line.
And little did I know that conga line would never clear out. The rest of this night was going to be one massive conga line, and oh no.
Story time. Don't you want a story?
Hoping for an easy day tomorrow. Please. After today, we were backed up to Slaughterhouse like 60-70% of the time, which is unheard of in the first couple weekends. I'm hoping for a good day tomorrow. Yeah, this night was good. Easy as pie. Whatever that means. More of a breeze than the breeze. Smoother than my brain. I know, it was real easy. It was so unchallenging. It was actually a challenge to get through this night. It was boring. Nothing particularly good or bad happened this night. It was just a very slow night, which is why it's like half the length of all my other videos. Not to say it was like a boring night in general, in the context of working in a haunted house, you know, every night, I'm sure a new actor would have found one group an hour exhilarating. So exciting! I did not.
Huh? Yeah, I'm not singing a single soul out here. Oh, wait, no, there are people going. I asked for a slow night, but I didn't really mean that slow. You know, it's probably good to end this week on such a mellow night, too, because next week is getting started with a full moon on Friday the 13th on National Haunted House Night, which I absolutely blame for that week being the shit show that it was.
This night started with an identity crisis. I got the crowd crud, the haunt sickness. Ew, God, why is everybody so dirty? You are all so freaking dirty. If you are a germaphobe, do not work in a haunted house. It's a horrible idea. Jesus, people are disgusting in there. Anyway, I wasn't feeling good, but it doesn't matter if you're not feeling good because you still gotta work anyway. Everyone's not feeling good in a haunted house. And honestly, it might serve ya to be not feel good in a haunted house because some people have something I like to call, I forgot the word. Some people are scared of something I like to call hypochondriasis. They're hypochondriacs. You can scare hypochondriacs. But also, another issue. I had this day set aside to work at a different haunted house. I know, traitor, right? Yeah, I got really pissed off at some people for saying that to me. Anyway, I was supposed to guest act at a haunted house. I had it set up like 2 months in advance to guest act at a different haunt this night. But I was sick. I was sick. And also, it was pouring rain outside. Absolutely cats and dogs out there. And I didn't feel good. I was sick. And it's also an outdoor haunt. It's an outdoor haunted trail. If you guys can't see what's happening right now. It's an outdoor haunted trail and I felt sick and it was raining. So I decided not to go to that. But then I had like another epiphany that like if I couldn't go there, I couldn't go to Dungeon Doom either. And I almost just had a complete mental breakdown that night.
I don't even know how I got here. I wasn't scheduled for today. I was scheduled for the Hills Eyes. But after having 5 panic attacks, after still being sick and it absolutely downpouring and having to act in the rain outside, cried like 5 times, realized I can't go to the Hills Eyes today, canceled. And I was like, hey Blake, it's Friday the 13th, National Haunted House Night. I have to work at a haunted house, so can you pick me up, boy? And he was like, yeah. So now I'm working here, except I'm not my normal breaker position. I'm not breaker 7, I'm breaker 6. I've never been breaker 6 before, and normally I'd be cool with that because brand new spot, I get to try new things. But I cried 5 times today, and they also may or may not have a fever. I am not denying is that a food truck? Since when do we have a food truck here? So today might not be a great day to bring a new breaker. But you know what? Whatever. We're also extremely short-staffed. It's homecoming for a lot of high school kids. So a lot of high school kids aren't here.
It was actually really fun being in the new breaker position this night. I was just being overdramatic. Me? Overdramatic? Huh. Ridiculous. Anyway, I had a really fun time figuring out these new spots. It was still in the hospital section of the haunt, just the start of the hospital instead of the middle bit, so I didn't personally have to like change my acting style that much. It was a super fun night to do something different, finally. A lot of the rooms were a little bit too dark to actually see in.
A group called me cute, and I'm in the darkest room in the whole freaking hospital. Are you kidding me?
Sick of it! You hear me?
And it was also the first night I poked this lovely face out in the queue line a couple times. I love queue line acting. It's because I'm egotistical and I like the cameras. If you couldn't tell, I like cameras. But also it was maybe because I like doing improv and like working on improv, and the queue line is a really good way to get better at improv. But also I love the cameras. I love acting in the queue line. But I didn't want to do it before that night because I didn't want to make other people feel bad that they couldn't go in the queue line, and also I wanted to like get used to my breaker spot. So I went in the queue line for the first time of the season this night, and it was great. It was so fun. I did not like making this video. It's the mental breakdown video, guys. You saw it coming. I mean, look at the last two videos. I was revved up for a mental breakdown. Yeah, this was the worst night I've ever had haunt acting. Not good. I was put in a single room, which I honestly would have been fine with most days. A little bit bummed, but I would have been okay with it. Except I wasn't this night okay with it because, you know, I was still also running a fever and I was very sleep deprived. And that just made me a very sad, angry jerk and led to a not good night for anybody. I probably ruined some other people's moods too.
So mad. I'm livid. They moved me to a fucking single room.
This video was really hard for me to make because I was being overdramatic as hell, especially looking back on editing. I knew I was being overdramatic and annoying, but I thought it was actually really important to show people. I have a lot of veteran scare actors watching my videos, but I also have a lot of new actors watching my videos who want to get into it, and people who just want to know the behind the scenes of haunted houses and like how haunted actors work. And I really wanted to show people that it is not always a high. This job is a hard job and it comes with some low lows, and I wanted to show those low lows to all you people. It's tough, even for somebody who's literally made it her whole personality, who has it set up in this industry per se. I can have real tough nights. I'm going to have real tough nights because it's a tough job for everybody. It is very, very, very hard for me to be vulnerable online, even in general, but online especially, when people I know and people I don't know can see me absolutely lose my shit and be embarrassingly overdramatic. But I really wanted to show that off in this video because that happens. And it's important to see. And it's important to see how you can bounce back from that and still love the job after a really crappy night. And actually, that video was one of my best received videos because guess what? A lot of other actors related to it. So I really appreciated the feedback on that video. I think it was very good to post and to make. I apologized in the voiceover for like half the video because I felt so bad. And even to this day, I don't care how well it was received, I'm gonna feel embarrassed for it because, man, I was being overdramatic, 1000%, and it's so embarrassing to me now, but it was important. It was a very important episode, so I'm glad it came out. It's the Supercut episode! Guess what? I started having like a lot of backed up content, so I decided instead of making these separate videos, I'm just gonna make 4 nights in one single episode, because oh my gosh, things just started like melding together and I got really confused, and suddenly I didn't know which days were which, so I was like, fuck it, we're just gonna make a whole Mercy Supercut video. Why not? 4 days in a row. I'm so behind. There's no way I'm gonna keep in track with all these videos. It's like a horrible freaking idea. Anyway, this was a conglomeration of 3 of my Breaker 7 nights and 1 Breaker 6 night, because these last 4 days are going to be the last days I God, I was doing so well. This will be the last 4 nights I was in Mercy General Hospital. What are you talking about? you still got half the season left. Exactly. Exactly, which is why I made this Supercut video, because man, things get wild. This is like the halfway point of the season, this video right here. This video was pretty fun to make because it felt like the finale of my older acting thing. Because up until this point, I'd only ever been acting in Mercy and Upfront. I'd never acted anywhere else. And this was like a turning point for me, basically. So it was actually super fun getting to combine the best bits of each of these 4 nights, because with 4 nights worth of footage, sure, it's overwhelming as hell. I was able to get the best bits of like each position.
Oh, I smelled you! Pregnant! Get in your hair! Get it! Welcome to the office! We're so excited to take all your organs. We're gonna treat you to a good time.
You know my name, not my story.
If I take out your brain, can I know your story then?
Well, shit. Go for it, babe.
Would I be able to pick it out? Let's go then!
You know my name, not my story.
She said that same thing to me too. What the fuck? Right. I think she's very drunk. Oh my god, she's still over here. Oh, there she goes.
Also, the middle of the season is when you get like kind of slap happy super easily. So this was when I had some of the best, most funniest shenanigans at the end of the night.
It's a party in here.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Where is it? Oh. What?
1, 2, 3.
Oh, the camera. Now you want to go, now that we're almost done. Yay! Yay!
Yeah, so we talked about it.
Yeah, you're fired again. I've been fired like 30 times, it's okay.
You're fired.
Join the club. God damn it!
This was like a part 2 to the Mercy Supercut, aka it was all the footage from those 4 nights from the queue line instead of from inside the haunted house. I don't have a ton of stuff to say about this video because I'm gonna be honest, I've skimmed through this exact video about 10,000 times because it has the most clippable moments and I am kind of sick of it after having to clip 10,000 things from it constantly.
Woo! High five it. Yeah! Ew, disgusting. Ew. Ew. Really, you got the propose? No.
This video definitely has some of the most entertaining clips of the season, 1000%. And wait, hold on. Whoa, what's going on? Is that a payoff coming? It was only a matter of time before I became a slider. If you guys don't know what a slider is, you see those actors who run and skid on the floor with knee pads at people? That's what a slider is. And as the cracked out psych patient that I was, I wanted to be a slider immediately. During the first year, I wanted to be a slider. But I stayed away from it because my areas weren't slidery and being a slider was kind of like scary, intimidating, and weird. No, God. But this time, I decided smack dab in the middle of the season, I'm obviously not using my deer legs anymore because I'm insecure. So why not try out sliding? So I grabbed some of my old hockey knee pads, did a little slide in my room, and then took it to the main stage.
Oh, whoa! Yeah, I didn't know you slide! Yeah!
You know, I've been spending a lot of time in the air, exorcist style, but I wanted to bring it down low for the second half of the season. I wanted to get so down low, and honestly, I may have gotten a little bit too invested in being a slider. I love sliding now, so much so I think I'm on my knees more than actually on my feet at this point. So I have this now. I just got this shipped to me. It's like a Steampunk Jacket, and I don't know why. This is like some high quality stuff.
I didn't check the full bag, and a little slip of paper fell out that this was a gift from Azazel. I didn't find it until I edited this video. One of my members, of course, one of my lovely channel members. Thank you so much, Azazel. This thing is sick, and I'm definitely gonna make a second character with it for the new haunt season. Yeah, back to the video.
No pockets, really? You're a men's jacket and you have no pockets? But I don't remember buying this. Am I gonna return it though? Anyway, today was the Hills Eyes episode. Remember when I had that whole mental breakdown thing and I had like 12,000 panic attacks and I didn't go to a haunt that I meant to go to? We're redoing that today. Except it was raining again today for some reason, because apparently I just became the god of rain. Probably because you cry so much. This was the night I decided to do a little redo of my haunt acting with The Hills Eyes, not The Hills Have Eyes. I don't recommend watching that movie. It's scary, I guess, if you like that kind of grossed out, really disturbing kind of scary, but I like the more psychological scary stuff, and that was just disgusting. It's a disgusting movie, horrible. Anyway, also, I went to this place not because I was technically invited, but because I made a friend with somebody the previous year at our special event, Subthermal Nightmare. You'll hear more about it later. And he said, hey, you should go guest act for once, you know, at The Hills Eyes. That'd be fun. You should go over there. And I remembered that for literally 9 months. And I scheduled it 2 months in advance with The Hills Eyes, because if I don't have many friends, if you couldn't tell, I don't really have many friends. So if a friend invites me to go somewhere, I will go. Even if it is 9 months later, I will go to that place. So that's why I was at The Hills Eyes. And this night, oh yeah. Yeah, baby. I would not say this was my favorite night, because that would be disloyal to the Dungeon of Doom, but this was definitely one of my favorites. This was such a fun night, guys. Oh my gosh. Number one, they gave me complete freedom to fuck around however I wanted, wherever. Was that a good idea? It was an idea, and it served me very well. I was able to roam their midway section, which is like a big fire pit in the center with a rave and everything. I could do whatever I wanted there. And they also told me if I wanted to, I could just like casually walk down any of the 4 trails they had laying around and just like plot myself somewhere and act there. But like a psych patient can't go down the clown trail and like live it up with the clowns, because that would be crazy. I'm very lore focused, so I didn't like the idea of going down trails that I did not fit into, even though they were totally fine with it. It would have been totally fine, but I only went down 2 trails because I was worried about the lore. What about the lore, my man? I gotta go down the other 2 trails this year. I have to. But the trails I did go down.
Ooh, secret entrance. Ooh.
There's a group coming right now.
Okay, gotcha.
That one girl I was acting with just complimented me and like tagged me. Also, what are these?
You guys are all so nice. You're so cute.
Wisconsin thing.
It's a Wisconsin thing? That makes sense. I come from Illinois. We're all shitheads.
From New Jersey.
You're from New Jersey. Oh, okay. Fellow shithead. Yeah, and you're just nice. Yeah.
Everybody was really nice. Nice as hell. A little concerningly so. Every single actor was just nice to me. I guess you could say that's just the Wisconsinner effect. No, but like actually seriously, I went into a gas station in Wisconsin for just a little thing, and the cashier there made me feel more heard than my therapist ever did. What is with you guys? The actors at this place were great, at least the ones I personally interacted with. I personally thought going through these trails, just kind of barging in without notice, I thought that I would be a little unwelcomed. They might be a little bit territorial. What are we, cats? Oh god, I never want to watch that movie. But no, all the actors were like totally chill and actually excited to have me act with them and to show off all their fun little things they had in there. And I was personally super excited and happy too, because getting to walk around all these trails and see these unique little things all these new actors did was just so fun. Oh, and also, I went pretty feral in their midway this night. It's just something about the rave music, the fire pits, and the outdoors that just really gets me in that freaky mood, you know? I really broke it down. Look at this thing, guys. This is like expensive. Why do I have this? For 2023, the Dungeon of Doom had one very specific thing they were focusing like all of their marketing on, the Sanctuary. It was a brand new section they built for that year that replaced the very beginning of the haunt, the Gateway. I never got to act in the spinning stripper pole cage. And I'm still upset about it. Anyway, tonight I would be breaker number 1, the breaker for that section, and I kind of understand why people like being in section 1 more than section 2. This was my first ever time being in the first half of the haunt, and you can breathe funky and people will keel over scared. People are scared of anything in the first half. It's kind of crazy.
They sing to you too, don't they? The demons need answers! The demons need answers! To welcome you! Listen to the whispers! You! Praise them! Praise them! Worshippers!
Honestly, after having this experience, I could say the first half is more fun because more people get scared, but the second half is definitely more rewarding because I think if you can get a scare in the second half, you're a better actor than the first half actors. I said it! I said it! I said it! A lot of people don't like being in the second half for some reason, but in my opinion, if you can get as many scares in the second half as you can in the first half, or as like a first half actor can, you're definitely a better actor than the first half actor, because it's a lot harder to scare people in the second half because they're desensitized to all the normal bullshit, you know, the boo, the breathe wrong, they're desensitized to all that. I don't know why people don't like being in the second half, because that's where you can like prove yourself as an actual good actor instead of an actor who can pop out well. Saying all this, being in the first half was very, very fun, because finally, I didn't have to try so hard to scare people all the time. It was nice to not have to try really hard to get constant scares.
He literally just stood there and screamed for a good like 5 seconds.
Also, I was a vampire tonight. Not really intentional. The Sanctuary is not a vampire-esque section. We don't have one of those. We should. I love vampires. But it just kind of happens. We had to like scrounge up my costume from the costume room because I didn't know I'd be breaker 1. And we put like the makeup on me and all that. And when all that came together, it was just kind of giving blah blah blah. You feel me? I'm a vampire. Blah blah.
And you really like that. So it's like stays lower.
It's heavy. It's really heavy. Yeah.
Feel how heavy this is.
Can you get some like
It's like a 10-pound fucking thing.
With the new character and scene change also, this was the first time I really had to take a divergence from my normal acting style, and I thought it would be actually a lot harder than it actually was. I think because I've been working on my improv so much, being a completely different character was easy. It was a breeze. I actually had a ton of fun being a raspy, cold-blooded, sucking cultist. Speaking of cultists, tonight we're going from first to last, literally. I was supposed to be in Breaker 8 tonight, which is like the last section of the hospital. I know the hospital is huge, but when I checked in and looked at my schedule, I actually saw that I was not Breaker 8, I was Breaker 10, aka our temple section, the very last section of the haunt. This was my most feral night. I was like a caveman this night. It was pretty crazy. My lore was very deep though. I had some basic bitch style acting, but it was the most lore I've honestly had for any character ever. Throw a fur coat over her psych patient clothes, give her a bang stick, and give her a giant skull throne, and apparently I come up with the most detailed lore I've ever had for any of my characters ever. Egotistical maniac much? Yeah.
Reward, thank you. The demon is pleased. Worship, worship, worship. Yes, Yes!
I normally focus so heavily on my unique dialogue and improv that it was nice for a night to just bang a stick around and screech at people to worship me. Kind of therapeutic, honestly. I'd recommend it. Become a cult leader. Don't, actually. I take that back. I love this character. Frankly, more than I loved Deviant, because I gotta be an Eldritch Horror Gardener. This night, Uncle Chuck and I switched positions, so he'd be taking breaker 7 and I'd be taking breaker number 4, aka the cabin. This is an area of the haunt run by a ton of comedic rednecks that definitely has never had an Eldritch Horror Gardener in it before, and I totally did not piss off Uncle Chuck and decided to milk the hell out of that just to make him angry. I wouldn't do that. That's so mean. Why would I ever do that?
This is gonna be vines. So you kind of fit with the flowers in here. The wrong fucking flowers.
Look at all the leaves and vines and shit. I wonder if I fit.
So when you're breaking Collector Shed, you have this, and you also have that little fenced area with a little pop top. This is the porch. You can rush out here. This is Cabin Doctor's room.
Look, there are flowers.
Shut up!
I have had an absolutely grand time getting to be completely different characters in completely different sections of the haunt, and this night was no exception. This was Sunday, and I'd been going hard at all the new breaker spots I'd had the past weekend, so my voice was kind of given out a little bit by Sunday, but it actually, for some reason, really helped my weird southern accent drawl thing I had going on. Every single time I did a little yeehaw, a little like yelling thing, my voice would crack. Every single time my voice would crack, and that just kind of served the character, because she was hopelessly confused through the entire night. She was just a little freaky Eldritch Horror Gardener who had no idea where she was or what she was doing at all times, and was just really confused about literally everything, but very passionate about her flowers.
You wanna smell my flowers? My flowers smell real pretty. Don't they smell pretty? Don't my flowers smell pretty? Yeah. Can you smell them? They smell good. Doctor, I'm growing flowers out of my body. That's not how to. I don't know how that happened.
You took your medication, did you?
How do I treat it?
That's hockey disease.
I need to kiss my lover though. He doesn't want me back.
I am an advocate for masked woman simpage. Screw those masked men and their masked men-ness. Women can do it better. This was the last day of our normal season, Halloween, and this day rocked. Actually, not really, but the aesthetics of it really rocked. Halloween is basically our icons night, so people bring a ton of other iconic costumes from movie franchises and TV and all that to act in, and apparently Jurassic Park is also bringing the heat. I guess he can break it down if he wants to.
There he goes.
I really wanted to be a Purge character this night, and man, this mask was effective. It was really great to slide in and just turn it on randomly in the dark. People were terrified of this thing, but I was also terrified of everywhere I walked because I could not see through this at all.
Go watch the tree. No, there was a tree here.
I was in a brand new breaker spot position again, breaker 9, Condemned, and maybe sticking a very sight-hindered woman in a room that has literal tree roots and rocks scattered throughout the entire floor and is really dark may not have been the best idea.
I can't see through this thing!
I will only be wearing this kind of mask once or twice throughout the entire season this year because not being able to speak or see through this thing very well killed me. Killed me. I move fast and I talk fast, and I can't do either of those in this thing. And now we come to the final 2 episodes of the whole year. Our off-season winter event, Subthermal Nightmare. And let me tell you, this was not a nightmare for me, but a dream. A beautiful dream. This was amazing. Hectic as hell. Just my style. STN was insanely fun this year. It has a whole different theme with a lot of new lore. Like, a lot of new lore. You gotta watch the video for it. I'm sorry. I don't have time in this video to talk about it. But there's a lot of new lore, a lot of characters, a lot of guest actors, and there's just like a new fire that sparks throughout the entire haunt. And it's like a revitalization. It's just like the first 2 nights all over again, except everybody's actually good at acting, which you can't really say for the first 2 nights of a haunt being open. We have a ton of guest actors coming to this event for this one weekend, and having all those guest actors and their unique styles of acting combined with our normal styles of acting just makes for an insanely fun night, full of shenanigans, so many shenanigans. If you have a signature character for the normal season, you're actually not allowed to use that character for Subthermal Nightmare for a whole, you know, different feel, and I wasn't gonna do that anyway, so I made a new character, Cypress. She wasn't like the most fleshed out thing in the world, honestly. She was just kind of a winter Fallout-y gang leader in the industrial section. Yes, I was a breaker for the industrial section. I didn't get much footage of it because it was a little bit too dark for my camera, but you will learn to love the industrial section. Hints, hints, hints. Wink, 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 wink. Industrial section is going to be important for this year, maybe sort of. Whoa. Spoilers! Stop! Spoilers! It was fun.
You want a hug? Okay, I'll give you a hug. I like being the favorite.
Daryl stole my house. It's over there. Actually,
Your house is gone?
It's over there.
Mima, why you let them steal your house?
Daryl stole.
God, you are useless!
Look at it.
I have to do everything! Why is the house here? That's Mima's house!
He was like Flax the Flounder from SpongeBob.
Stop it.
An hour later, and we're done. That is all the stuff I recorded from the 2023 season. I had a really, really great season. I'm already planning out 2024. It's going to be insane. Just so you guys know, there probably is not going to be any more stuff being posted until Halloween or until the haunt season starts. Maybe there will be, but I'm going to Las Vegas for something super, super secret and super huge. It's a really, really big opportunity I have, guys. You're probably going to actually know about it before I'm even able to tell you about it, but I don't really know. I can't say anything about it yet. When I'm able to talk about it, I will, but wish me luck. It's very, very, very important that I do well in this thing that I can't talk about. But videos are probably going to be sparse. I may take a little break until the haunt season actually starts, but you never know with me. So thank you guys so much for watching this all the way through. If you're excited for 2024, make sure you subscribe. Get ready for that new season. Get ready for all the fun shenanigans we're going to have. Deadlock is going to be big. Also, go watch back that season. This was a very, very small retrospective on it, but those seasons are worth like 4 hours worth of footage, I think. They're long, so check them out. I love you. Goodbye.